Mr. Cham is trying to identify the vouchers. Are you done, sir?
No, not yet. This is.
Will it be your time?
Yes, some of them.
Some of them. So please separate the ones that were authorized as at the time you were the acting chief executive officer.
Yes, 6 of them. Yes.
May I please have the 6?
How about
The ones that you are saying is not your time. Is it that you did not sign them, or it's not within your time?
It's in my time. I didn't sign them. Some are not in my time. Some are in my time. I didn't sign them. Some are out of my time.
Yes, but the ones that are within the time that you serve as the CEO, we will want to have those ones admitted. But the ones that you were not the CEO as at the time it was authorized, then those ones could be separated. Do you understand?
Yeah. How about the ones that are at my time but not signed by me?
Yes, but we can discuss that. For instance, if you can tell us the circumstances surrounding your deputy signing.
Yeah, I wasn't aware.
Yeah, you are not aware? Yeah, so we will need the evidence regarding that.
This is not in my time.
In the meanwhile, we apply to tender the following vouchers. Being payment made to AMCC Enterprise, and they were paid during the time the witness was the acting CEO, and he endorsed these payments into evidence as an exhibit.
A payment voucher dated the 13th of June 2019 with voucher number PV190268. A payment voucher dated the 24th of January 2019 with voucher number PV181646. Mr. Chairman, can I give you this to confirm whether it's letter A or what is it? Because I cannot, I don't understand. Yes, this one. What is that?
It's A.
It's A?
Yes.
And it has two voucher numbers? Just for confirmation.
It's one voucher number. That's dependent.
Sorry, speak in the mic.
It's one voucher number.
It's one voucher number.
Yes.
Let me take this again. A payment voucher dated the 24th of January 2019 with PV number PV1646A. The payment voucher dated the 28th of February 2019 with PV number PV181825. A payment voucher dated the 6th of February 2019 with PV number PV181701. A payment voucher dated the 9th of January 2019 with payment voucher number PV181570. The PV number, let me take that again, is PV181570. A payment voucher dated the 9th of January 2019 with PV number PV181571. These vouchers are admitted in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/JC/KMC/014.
Ask the Commission, please. Yes, so the ones that are signed by your deputy?
Yeah. There are two parts.
Two.
Yeah, these ones that are 1, 2, 3, and 4 were not in my time.
Okay.
The other ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, were signed by my deputy.
Very well. So the ones that are not your time, who was the CEO at the time? Who was the CEO at the time?
The one succeeded, that was the CEO who succeeded me.
And that is?
Senabo.
Senabo, okay.
But they are both signed by my deputy as well.
Very well. We also apply to tender the following set of vouchers covering the period that the witness occupied the position of acting CEO, but endorsed by his deputy at the time, concerning payments made to AMCC Enterprise. We apply to have them admitted into evidence and marked accordingly. confirm these were the ones you said were not of your time before we have these vouchers admitted.
There are 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Just confirm the date. Date is 2019. June 2019. You were not there as CEO?
No, June 2019 I was there. These are the ones that my deputy signed.
Your deputy signed.
Yes.
So, yes, so we have the wrong vouchers given to.
Council, these ones are also signed. For the first one, let me just cross-check. This is 6th of May, 2019. This is also April 2019. Do I give you back this ones?
Yes,
2019.
yes. May I please have those ones, and we will admit the ones, and the witness can reconfirm this one.
The payment voucher dated the 28th of May 2019 with voucher number PV 190102. A payment voucher dated the 28th of May 2019 with voucher number PV 190104. The payment voucher dated the 28th of May 2019 with voucher number PV 190103. And payment voucher dated the 7th of March 2019 with voucher number PV 181849. These vouchers are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/JC/KMC/015.
As the Commission places, we also have six vouchers signed by the Deputy Bakare Jao.
Correct.
For payments made to AMCC during the time of the witness acting in the capacity of the CEO.
There are 2 vouchers here too.
Okay, signed by your deputy?
No, myself.
Yourself. Yeah.
Dated the 30th of April 2019. A payment voucher dated the 25th of April 2019 with voucher number PV 182119. A payment voucher dated the 7th of May 2019 with voucher number PV 190033. A payment voucher dated the 31st of October 2019 with voucher number PV 190886. payment voucher dated the 10th of April 2019 with voucher number PV182045. And the last voucher is dated, payment voucher is dated 9th of April 2019, and it has a voucher number PV182017. These are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/JC/KMC/016.
As a commission, please, we have two more vouchers endorsed by the witness, and we apply to have them admitted into evidence and marked accordingly.
A payment voucher dated the 4th of December 2019 with voucher number PV191046, and a payment voucher dated the 28th of January 2020 with voucher number PV200149. These two vouchers are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/JC/KMC/017.
As a commission, please, can we have the vouchers signed or endorsed by Senator Martins? Is it with you? Do you have any vouchers with you there?
No, I returned them.
Okay. Let me show you two vouchers. They are payments made to AMCC. Are those vouchers payments that you authorized during the time?
There's two of them.
Yes.
The first one request, the request for the first one, I approved that one, and I also approved the voucher. The second one was, the request was approved by deputy, but I'm not sure. The final one looks like my signature. There are also alterations on the date, but this was signed 2 days after I signed the first one.
Okay. So your deputy endorsed the second one?
Yes.
Were you aware of that?
I wasn't.
Okay, let me first have it admitted, and we can discuss it as the last issue for the day with respect to your evidence.
This is the one by deputy, and this is mine.
we applied to tender 2 vouchers. The first is dated the 11th of June 2019. The voucher number is PV190246. It was raised as at the time the witness was the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. And the second one, dated the 11th of June 2019, with version number PV190245. It was raised and endorsed by the witness as at the time he was acting CEO for Carnegie Municipal Council, all into evidence as an exhibit.
Payment voucher dated the 11th of June 2019 with voucher number PV190246 and a payment voucher dated 11th of June 2019 with voucher number PV190245. These 2 vouchers are admitted together as exhibit in evidence and they are marked as LGC/JC/KMC/018.
As the Commission places. Now we will give you the 2 vouchers. You tell us, you refer us to the one that you have signed and the circumstances surrounding it, and then we'll discuss the second one as well. So to start with, the 2 vouchers were, give us the date of the first voucher. The date and the PV number.
That is 11 June 2019.
11th June
2019.
2019. The PV number?
190245.
45.
Yes.
That's the first one.
Yes.
And that's the one you signed.
Yes, that's the request I approved.
You approved.
And also approved the voucher.
The voucher.
And it was the letter of appreciation.
And
signed by Baba Jabi.
So, dealing with the first one, what is the amount?
That's $480.
$480,000.
Yes.
Paid to?
AMCC.
AMCC Enterprise.
Yes.
What was the payment for?
It's been hiring of grader, water bowser, and roller for 19 roads, particularly Ibo Town, Talindin South, Fajikunda wards, as per attached.
Please turn to the request. When was this request placed? Date?
The request date was 28 May 2019.
Come again, sir?
28 May 2019.
Please read out the request.
And the request is, the above request is to level delivered gravel for 7 days on the identified 19 ward roads, particularly Ibo Town, Talindin South, and Fajikunda.
These wards are, come again?
Ibo Town, Talindin South, and Fajikunda, respectively.
And Fajikunda?
Yes.
Is that all?
Yes. And yes, that's it.
That's it.
And it was approved on the 28th of the same day, 28th
of
May 2019.
An invoice was sent? Invoice?
For this?
Yes?
Yes.
From AM Enterprise?
Yes, there's an invoice for AM.
What is the date of the invoice?
28th of May 2019.
28 May
2019, yes.
2019. Okay, and what is the amount in the invoice?
It's 480.
480?
Yes.
Now, what did the invoice say? The details regarding the invoice.
These are 6 days of hiring of.
6 days of?
Hiring of, I don't know, the second one is not clear. You have another 6 days of, I cannot, the writings are not
clear. Okay, that's fine. I will read that for you when I have the voucher. Now, was there a job completion certificate?
On this one, yes.
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 Job was done?
Yes.
And completed?
Yes.
Now go to the second one. Are the dates the same? June 2019? 11 June 2019? With the first one?
You mean the request?
No, the second voucher.
Okay.
That your deputies.
Yes. The second one, PV, is, sorry, the date is 11th June 2019.
So it's the same. The amount?
It's the same, yes. The amount, $480.
$480.
Same amount.
The same. The description, the reason for the payment?
Being hiring of grader, water bowser, and roller for 6 days for compacting gravel and on the 19 identified road, yes.
The same as well?
Like Ibo Town, Talinding, and South, and Fajikuna.
It's the same as well?
Same direction.
The date of the request?
Was 28th May 2019.
It's also the same, correct?
Yes.
And the invoice?
The approval on the request, this one, is 30th May.
30th May?
Yes.
So the approval?
By my deputy is 30th May.
30th May?
Yes.
Okay, but the request is the same date?
The request is
on the 30th?
Correct.
Which is 10 days after your approval?
First approval, yes.
Now the invoice that was sent? The date?
The invoice date is 28 May 2019, like the first one, yes.
Now, let me ask you, what do you make out of this? As you have told the commission that you were aware of this, the second payment.
Yes.
Was it, in fact, before I ask my question regarding what you think about the two vouchers, is there a job completion certificate for the second one?
Not at all.
The answer is no.
Not at all, yes.
Good. Now, you now have the information. There are two vouchers raised technically the same day with the same document, same supporting documents. The dates are the same. The job that is to be done, the description is all the same. The contractor is the same. Every other thing in that voucher is just the same except the two fundamental issues, which is the job completion. The one you approved has a job completion. It indicates that job was done, what the contractor was contracted for was done and completed, and payment was done. And the endorsement too. The second one was endorsed 10 days after you have endorsed.
Correct.
What comes to mind?
Definitely, I've seen looks like a duplication, but I'm not sure what happens actually on the ground. I'm not also comfortable that it passed through internal audit. I expect they should have seen it, something like that. More so procurement. Procurement could be able to know what is on the ground.
Yes.
And furthermore, the requesting department that are heading the construction or the rehabilitation of the road need to know what actually is on the ground and what transpired. And finally, the contractor himself should be able to tell us why, whether he received two payments and he has actually done that work or not. He should tell us.
Because the work to be done, let me have the vouchers. The work to be done, the areas that are affected are clearly mentioned. Ibo Town, Fajikunda, correct?
Yes.
Clearly mentioned.
And Talending, South.
And Talending.
Yes.
So it's just one and the same. So you and I know it's the same work. The one you approved initially, which is supposed to be the valid one, is very clear. So regarding what is to be done. And it was done and approval was given, correct?
Yes.
And that was in June. But the second voucher has the same documents as well for work to be done during the same period in the same area. So that is a clear duplication.
That equally doubts me as well.
Okay, sir?
I think it's strange to me. It doubts me, myself, personally.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's your deputy who raised the second voucher, knowing fully well that this voucher had already been raised and dealt with by the substantive or acting CEO at the time. Do you understand that? Mm. Let me just... So, Mr. Chairman, how can this issue be resolved?
It's all right. That's what I have made. I think the contractor himself can help us. The requested department who were on the ground can help us. The procurement can also help us, because you can see it went a process. So,
finance?
Of course. And finally finance and the audit.
Was this brought to your notice? Your deputy CEO, when he endorsed this voucher, did he bring it to your notice?
Not at all.
Was he supposed to bring this to your notice?
Of course, sir.
Is Mr. Jawa still with the area council?
No, he's in the foreign service.
Foreign service?
Yes.
Very well. Then we will have a day for this, Mr. Cham, where we will contact Mr. Jawa and the Director of Finance. I think it was Sheriff Jai at the time.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
So they will tell us why they raised the same voucher that you have already endorsed 10 days earlier, and payment was effected because there was a job completion certificate. Why would they raise a duplication and pay the same amount of money for the same job that had already been performed?
Exactly.
So you and I will agree this would probably be a classic case of suspected fraud.
Probably.
Yes. But again, like you said, so we will contact these individuals, and then maybe we'll call you back so that you can just clarify that it was done without your knowledge, and that the person that is responsible will also have to answer as to why it was done. Unless there are questions from Mr.
Because the signature that was there as CEO is, I suspected, is forged, and there are alterations on the date that you've seen on the
Yes, I wanted to even say that the signature on the second voucher looks like your signature.
Yes, but it's not actually mine.
Yes. The second voucher looks like your signature. That is the voucher with the voucher number PV 190246.
Exactly.
Is the one endorsed by your deputy. You will see that it appears to be your signature, but there seem to be differences.
And there's an alteration on the date under the signature as well. The person wrote a date and also adjusted the date.
There's also an alteration of the date. Let us show the commissioners what we are referring to. There's the voucher number PV 246. The one 245 is the one that was duly and properly raised by Mr. Cham. The one he suspects had been altered is voucher number 190245. Sorry, 190246. The witness has also outlined that even the date beneath the signature is also altered, Honorable Chairperson.
Let me just ask Mr. Cham a question. During the time you served as acting CEO, how do you track the vouchers that are brought to you? Does the finance department list the vouchers, register them in something so that they will always cross-check whether a voucher is not duplicated to be paid twice?
Yeah,
because we have seen from the records where vouchers have been duplicated.
Yes, so I think
we are not ruling out human error, because it's possible for you to be overtaken by events and you duplicate a payment because you have been harassed by a vendor or by a contractor. But then, have they any system that they have put in place, that is the finance department, where they will be able to checklist the vouchers they have prepared and sent for your endorsement?
No, they actually don't do that. But
sorry, speak into the mic.
They actually don't do that.
They don't do that.
They don't do that. But what they have in their system,
yes,
even the payment is duplicated, yes, the vouchers number will be different because sequentially the PV numbers, it keeps on increasing. For example.
No, that would not be correct, Mr. Cham. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
There are vouchers that are generated in the system.
Mm-hmm.
And you will see in the generated vouchers, mm-hmm, they will now write a voucher using a pen. They will not be using the voucher number that is generated in the system.
Yes, that is possible.
They have written on, filled in the particulars.
You are right. If you see that,
you will have, for most often, you will see a voucher having 2 PV numbers. So you wouldn't know, okay, which one, you understand, is accountable.
You are right. That also occurs. You are right. You are right.
Because
that
what
possibly
you have a system, and you have also a manual system running parallel, which will make reconciliation very difficult, because sometimes you see the PV number is the one that is generated in the system, and sometimes you will see a PV number that is handwritten, and in fact they will not even they will not scratch off and sign off that they are not using the PV number generated in the system. So you have 2 PV numbers on the same voucher, and when it comes to reconciliation, which one do you take? Because if you take the one in the system and it is the one that is generated by hand, you will miss the point.
You are right. You are right. It is entirely the finance department's show and the accounts, yes, because finance also have.
It's a serious problem at the finance department.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why when the CEO is very busy, CEO don't look at numbers. He look at figures and
but don't you think? Don't you think, given the responsibility that is given by the financial manual, to be able to look at these things and to alert them in the form of using a memo to draw their attention to these anomalies? So in case there is an issue, you would have been covered to, yes, indicate that you have raised this and they had deliberately allowed it to happen.
Yes, absolutely. I think the audit should have helped the CEO to capture some of these irregularities, because they look at things, they take their time, they look at every detail, both numbers, narration, date, and emanating unit. So that's why they are key in the CEO's performance. So
yes, we do understand. You know, as a CEO, maybe you are not financially inclined. You may not be able to look at this. But because of, just like what I said earlier on, just because of the enormous responsibility, because consistently you can notice that Council has been reading to you the financial liability of the CEO, because you sign at the end of the day the check that is going to remove money from the account. So that gives you an extra burden to look at the documents, even though you may not be very inclined in numbers, but to see whether what is being done is in compliance with the basic of what is provided for in the manual.
Yes, you are right. I agree. You know, this year...
I am just saying this just in the event that somebody sitting there, you are going to serve as a CEO in another jurisdiction.
You're right.
So it is not an excuse, Mr. Cham. It is not an excuse not to see whether the right things are done, so that you send them back before you approve finally, when you see an issue.
Yeah, this is an eye-opener. It's an eye-opener.
Thank you. So that is what I want you to appreciate,
yes,
because it will not be the end game is that you sign for that money to be, and if the process is not correct, you understand, you might be responsible for that.
I
so
understand.
In the event that you want to avert that kind of situation, you look at what the financial manual is telling you, and you work within that parameters.
Thank you.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
That's all for this witness. I believe we have admitted the two vouchers. Yeah, that's all for the witness for today.
All right, Mr. Sham, thank you for coming. If we need you to come back to clarify issues for us, we will call you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
But given that you have given us notice, we will give you enough notice to come back to clarify issues.
All right.
When we need you to do so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness.
Afternoon.
May I kindly take your seat, Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. I want to remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kujabi.
Good afternoon.
Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Kujabi, do you have the documents we asked you to produce?
The documents, I'm still compiling all the documents, but I didn't have all of them.
What do you not have? What are you trying to compile now?
Trying to compile the account statements.
Account statement?
Yeah, the bank account statement, and then the past registrations.
So you don't have your statement of accounts still now?
No, I don't have it yet.
You did request it from the bank?
Yes, but then I want to make a request here from you guys to understand.
Go ahead.
I know I'm a business person and I'm not working for KMC alone, and given my bank statement giving my bank statement openly as like I am, and there are third party involved like other business that are not part of the KMC listing. So I would like the commission to write and specify exactly what all the documents they needed that I should provide, especially in the bank statement, because given the full statement of my business might implicate other things to which I am not sure of.
I didn't hear the last part.
I say, given my full statement here
Yes.
to the commission,
Yes.
and some of the business I did are not related to KMC,
Yes.
so might not be convenient to me. Those parties too might have implication on me too. So I'm appealing to the commission to write to me, and so that I will have a signed approval from the commission that I will bring everything. As you know that I'm a witness and I'm willing to cooperate to work with the commission to get all evidence on.
All right. Just to help you, the commission is interested in the statements in relation to payments that you have had with KMC.
Okay.
You understand? So if you have received $1 million from another business that is not apart from KMC or any area council, that is the scope that the commission has jurisdiction to look into.
Only the
You
area
understand?
council.
So, but we need your full statement of account. We have given you the statement of account. You said you have, I believe you said you have doubt about the statement of account. Is that it?
Yes, because what happened, I checked the number after,
Yes.
and I see the number started with 5, and I don't have any account with 5, something like that.
You have?
I see the account number
Yes.
different with the with my business account number,
Yeah.
and that's doubts me. So I tell them I'm willing to provide all statements, but provided that the commission write to me, bringing things.
The reason, Mr. Kujabi, we are giving you the opportunity to bring your statement is that we have requested for your statement, and we have it. We have it. Do you understand that?
Okay.
But if you are saying that you doubt that it is your statement, then we give you the opportunity to bring your own statement. But if you do not do that, we go by, we will urge the commissioners to go by what the bank provides.
Okay.
So the opportunity to provide is in your hands.
I will provide it. You have. I want the commission to write and spell out exactly, and even all the documents you want me to bring, just spell it in a formal way, give it to me so that I will know exactly what I am bringing to the commission, please.
That being the case, Honorable Chairperson, we are applying that the commission issue an order for the witness to provide the statement of accounts. How many statements do you have? How many accounts do you have?
Active accounts, I have one.
All accounts?
All
active,
accounts.
Dormant?
Some are not business accounts. Some I started banking when I was
your
in
personal
school.
accounts and your business accounts you have held from 2018 to 2023 January.
Okay.
Yes. So we want you to list it down, and we'll apply that the commission issues out an order requesting that you provide your full financial statement.
Okay.
For the accounts you hold.
Okay.
Covering 2018 and January 2023, the full financial statement. Yes.
My order. Mr. Upon application by Council, Mr. Lahai Kujabi is hereby ordered to produce to the Commission his personal and business account covering the period under review, which is May 2018 to January 31st, 2023. You are to produce these statements on or before the 26th of November 2024. I make no further orders.
Ask the Commission, please. Is that all, Mr. Kujabi? Do you have any other?
I have to provide, as you said, the listing, but like I said, behind it's a full statement. I will definitely, this sign order will be helpful so that
Mr. Kujabi, if you have a bank, if you have an account and you go to the bank and you need your statement, do you need an order to produce the statement?
Just
your own statement to the bank? I mean, you can get the order, you can make the application, you can get the order. I'm just saying that...
Because what happened, you know, it's in other contracts, it will tell you no third-party implication. So if there is a third party coming in, so at least if the commission give me that power, so that if any of my clients say, okay, we see our financial transaction elsewhere, so I will tell
all right, very well. Thank you. You can see the register after that.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Made, yes.
Thank you.
Do we have any other witness? Yeah.
Mr. Kujabi, you were ordered to bring some other documents apart from your financial statements. I haven't heard you say anything about that. So if you have a challenge in recalling what you were asked to bring, please. Okay. And all of these documents should be brought to the commission on or before the 26th of this month.
Okay.
That is next week, Tuesday.
Okay.
All right?
Inshallah.
Thank you so much. We may rise.
Thank you.